Inventory is up. Price projections are up. What does all this mean for people that want to buy and sell over the next 6 to 12 months? And let me be clear, this should be impacting how you're thinking about your real estate decisions as we head throughout 2024 and into 2025. Long view, I know, and I'm going to explain next buyer and seller perspectives on this new data. So if you get some value out of this, make sure to hit subscribe to the channel, click on the bell for notifications, and if you want to schedule a call with our team to discuss, click on the link in the comments. So we've got a couple charts here. Nick's going to put these up. Number one, we're seeing inventory climb 4.3% so far this year in the greater Philadelphia area. We also saw some data from Redfin, from Zillow, and from Fannie Mae that home prices could go up as little as 1.8%, but as high as 6%, and most people are at 3.5% or more throughout this year. So we're seeing rising prices, we're seeing inventory and more options. So the question you want to ask yourself is, how will more options and how will higher prices impact my real estate plans over the next 6 to 12 months? So if I'm a seller, what I'm looking at is this. Prices are going to keep going up. And if I need to go buy something and we're starting to see inventory tick up, I want to make sure I'm buying before prices go up too much and I still don't have a lot of competition for my home, because more options as a seller, when you're competing with 5, 6, 7 other homes, that's not a great spot to be in. You want to get ahead of the market and be the only option out there. And for buyers, what I'm looking at is we know rates have kind of settled in the high 6% range. What we also know is that as prices go up, you can't renegotiate the price. You can only renegotiate the rate. So when rates do come down, there's that ability to refinance. So here's what I'd be thinking about right now as we sit in the beginning of March. What are my plans over the next 6 to 12 months? Do I plan on living in the same home 6 to 12 months from now? And if I'm not, where do I want to get to? These are the questions you want to ask yourself, and that's for a buyer or a seller. And if you want to move somewhere over the next 6 to 12 months, what I would be doing is looking at, do I want to make this move now? Because there is a cost to waiting. If you're a buyer in a rental, you've got a rental payment. You're paying someone else's mortgage, not yours. If you're a seller, do you want to get in at a lower number on your next home? Prices aren't going down. Inventory's starting to climb and rates have settled in. You got a lot of questions you want to ask yourself here, and this is all the more reason to set up a strategy session with an agent so you understand exactly what's going on. If you look at the projections from Fannie Mae, we're seeing prices could be up as much as 33.8% between now and 2028. That tells me we're not seeing prices go down. So if you're waiting for prices to go down, you're going to be waiting a very long time and maybe never making a real estate decision. So you've got to factor in the long-term outlook in whatever your plans are. Knowing there's no shot in terms of what I can tell that prices come down and rates are going to be stable, I'd be looking at moving my real estate plans up now and getting somewhere longer term quicker to save more money over the length of ownership.